Hello friends, how are you? It's Kaushiki here again, and today is my last day as a locum doctor in Western Australia for this stint. I came here couple of months back, and I was locuming as a specialist gynecologist in one of the regional Western Australia hospitals, and very soon next week I would be coming back to India. So let's talk about what a locum doctor is, because locum doctor is not a very common concept for Indian scenario. So many times doctors as well as patients, they ask me about how I come to Australia and how I work and what all it entails, while my base at the moment is in India. So locum posts are basically those posts which are not a full-time post, and they become vacant because either there is shortage of doctor in a particular area in Australia, or if somebody has gone on leave, some regular employee has gone on a leave, so it needs to be filled so that the patient care doesn't get hampered. And the locum posts are advertised, so they are like part-time posts where you are paid as a doctor on daily basis, like it's like no work no pay, but at the same time we'll discuss what are the advantages and disadvantages of being a locum doctor. The advantage is that you have got lots of flexibility, and there are so many doctors who reside in Australia and who by choice choose to be a locum doctor. They don't do full-time jobs because with locum they have the flexibility, how many days they want to work, and or how many days they don't want to work, and which kind of hospital they wish to work, whether they wish to work in a quaternary hospital or they wish to work in a very quiet regional hospital. It is all up to their choice. How many months in a year they wish to work, that is all what they can decide being a locum doctor. Being a locum doctor, you get to travel the country. Australia is a big country, and what Northern Territory is not Queensland, and what Queensland is not what is Western Australia. So the scenario, I mean, everything changes so much within the country itself. So it gives a very good opportunity to the locum doctors to see Australia. And the good part is that while you are traveling, your traveling expense from one place to another, which is for the purpose of work, the flight ticket is covered by the government, your accommodation is taken care of by the government, and where you are working there also your transport, which is a car, that is provided by the government, and you are paid a decent amount of money as your day-to-day wage. So it is quite lucrative. So that is what the locum doctors do, and there are locum agencies with which you can get registered, and they keep on advertising the post. And if you are interested, you can tell them that what are your availabilities, what are the dates when you are available, and they would be more than happy to find a suitable post for you. There are certain downsides as well, because there are times that you don't get the locum job which you would prefer. So there can be some amount of uncertainty with locum job, and obviously you are not in the comfort of your home. You have to be flexible, you have to adjust with the people, and whenever you go to a new hospital, you have to prove yourself, you have to gel well with the rest of the colleagues. And yeah, so there are advantages and disadvantages of being a locum doctor. I like coming to Australia to do the locum post because it is good money, no doubt about that. Apart from that, it allows me to be in the system, the Australian system. I have my recent referees, I know the healthcare, I know whatever the changes have been in the rules or any other advances, I'm updated with that. And I mean, and then the question can be, can anyone come to Australia and be a locum doctor? No, that is not the case. You need to be registered with APRA, which is the registration body here for the medical practitioners, just like we have Indian Medical Council in India. So they have got APRA, so you have to be registered with that as a specialist. So I'm registered here as a specialist. I'm a Friends Cog, which is the fellowship or the postgraduate degree of Australia. So I can work as a obs and gynae as well as infertility specialist in Australian setting. So but in infertility you don't have locum post, so it's mostly obs and gynae. And yeah, so this is what I'm doing. This is what I was doing, and today is the last day of it. And soon I will be back to India, back to the Indian healthcare system. And it is, trust me, is great. It's fantastic. You feel good about yourself to be able to adjust yourself to two totally different healthcare system. And whatever I have learned in India helps me here in my Australian practice, and what I learn in my Australian practice, that helps me in my Indian practice. So yeah, so this is all about locum doctors and what I am doing in Australia at the moment. And that was all. Bye bye, take care, and we'll meet soon with another episode.